Welcome to Talking Junk. Welcome to Talking Junk. Welcome to Talking Junk. Welcome to Talking Junk.
Hello, welcome to Talking Junk, the podcast that had jokes about the unemployed, but they didn't work. I'm Tolan Bundy, co-host of The Break Room and new co-host of Talking Junk, along with our manager here, China. How you doing, China? Welcome.
I'm doing well, Colin. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. I got into school today. I'm feeling well. I'm just relaxing, having a good night, going to have fish fries and chicken wings later. I'm feeling very good.
I
Shall
like
we
it.
bring on our main host with us
Yeah.
tonight,
Yes.
Jason? Where are you at, Jason?
The man, the myth, the legend.
There he is, the
How
man
you
with
doing?
the beard and the Jesus hair. How are you?
Thanks for having me.
It's
Thanks for
wonderful to
joining
have
us.
you. Mickey the
My
Rat in
pleasure.
here in the flesh. It's amazing. I'm so happy to see you. I can't wait to talk to you about what we have for this coming year.
Yes, that's. Sorry, I had a mouse stuck in my throat.
I know what it's like. It's not very good.
No, it gets all fuzzy.
And it
But
doesn't taste good.
no, it doesn't taste good at all. Well, unless you go to the store and get it cooked.
Oh, that
Broccoli.
is
You know
That
what
broccoli.
a
we're
nice
referring-
rotisserie rat can hit this spot any day.
Maybe some sweet and sour,
Oh, you know it. You know. Huh?
a little bit hot sauce,
Delicious.
delicacy.
Molto bene.
But we are here to give you the State of the Union, the state of the podcasts. Actually, we're just here to explain what the hell is the difference between Talking Junk and the Break Room, because everybody keeps asking us the same question. What is the difference?
Please, would you like to enlighten us, Jason? What is the difference between the two? What are we doing now versus the shit we do tomorrow?
Yesterday.
Well-
Yesterday.
I'm saying yesterday isn't tomorrow. Yesterday wasn't tomorrow at one point.
Correct.
But honestly, I've been doing Talking Junk since July of last year. So I've been doing Talking Junk for a while before I started the Break Room. The format actually started kind of similar to the Break Room. One topic, a whole bunch of people in it, but it kind of didn't work out. Nobody's schedule worked. You know, nobody wanted to really commit to a long-term thing. A lot of people didn't see the vision. So I went to interviewing people, professionals, authors, hypnotists,
Okay.
coaches,
What
gurus.
inspired you to do this? Like, were you just suddenly like, hey, I'm pretty fucking cool guy. I should interview people and get them to talk about their shit. What made you want to start this?
Well, the fact that I can sound like a couple of different things.
Oh, was that Batman?
It is the movie guy. The movie guy. You
Oh, the
you hear
movie
him.
fellow, the one that tells me
movie
about the
fellow.
films that come. I like that. Very good. Okay, you do
Welcome
Mickey
to the
the
movie,
Rat
folks.
and the movie phone fella. I like it.
Right got voices.
Oh,
Just a couple. I also thought, my voice can project in a certain way, and I thought I got a face for radio, so why not?
okay, I agree. You do look like a I don't know, like a sort of like a shorter Jesus Jason Momoa with a podcast. You know, something like that.
Everybody got a damn podcast nowadays. It's not easy to do a fucking
Yeah, but a
podcast.
lot of them are fucking garbage. They don't know how to just be themselves. They're like, I got to copy this fucker, or I have to be like this bitch. No, you have to be like yourself. You have to come on and talk junk like a normal person, which I like about this, and it's what drew me to your podcast. So tell me how it's been from the beginning to now. Has things changed for you? Why did you decide to make two?
it kind of just happened. It was all organic. The 10th episode, because I hold my podcast dear to my heart, is something that I'm doing that is out of the box for me. I'm putting myself out there in different ways. I'm meeting new people. I'm networking. I'm recording myself network, and I'm putting it out there for people to hear and criticize. And I'm sure a lot of people are criticizing me right now. There's a lot of fucking haters out there. A lot.
Got to
A lot
drink
of
the
people think,
Haterade. It makes you strong.
oh yeah.
That's
A lot
actually
of
what we call vodka, but that's a different story.
you got to put a little bit of vodka in it.
That's right.
Yeah, you're hydrating and dehydrating at the same time. It's lovely. But honestly, people think it's easy. It's not easy. To just try to put yourself out there and do something, whether we got viewers or listeners or not, to try to promote it. I'm glad I got help now, but for the first 6 months, I was doing it all by myself. Booking, editing, research, fabricating all these graphics or songs, or it was a bunch of fucking work. And stats say that podcasts don't last but 6 months most of the time. So, hurrah.
I think it's a credit to you that you've been able to hit the head on the nail with your hammer of will. So that way you're able to come in and persist past where all the other pussies decided it was too difficult. Because yeah, it's hard, but if you want to be making passive income that may or may not make you, six figures or at least your rent, it's gonna be a little hard. You have to put in your fucking work. And it seems like to me, friend, you've been putting in the work, which is why I am here now.
Love you, Los. Bro, it's hard. I have a full-time job. I have a family at home. It's hard to tell your family you're going in the room and you're going to interview somebody fresh from coming home from work. It's, hey, hi, I love you. I'm going in the room. I got to interview somebody. But if you want to do what we're doing, you have to do that. Sometimes you have to rush in and make things possible.
Oh, was that a joke, Russian? Huh? I see you over there. That is very funny. See, this is why I like your show. You're very charismatic. You know the right things to say. I'm supposed to interview you.
It happens.
So,
The interview can go different ways.
so given where you've been and where you are now, and the tumultuous things that have been happening in the past year, what kind of ideas do you have going forward for Talking Junk this year?
Well, Talking Junk, I'm going to continue to reach out there and get professionals for you guys, the Junkers, to listen to. And as you can see there, you see up in the, I don't know if you guys see it on the right or the left, but up here, you see the Break Room logo.
Yes.
And right here, you see the
there.
Talking Junk. Well, technically, I'm
These
pointing to the
inverted
break.
cameras are from the
All
devil.
the way over here is the Talking Junk logo.
Over there.
Let me let you know the difference real quick. Oh, yes. Right. Oh, wait. Right here. Bam. Talking Junk logo, Break Room logo. Right?
Under his hand.
Now,
yes.
Talking Junk is going to continue to reach out to a multitude of professionals in different aspects, different walks of life, and have them on the show, interview them, let you know what they can give to you, what they can offer, where you can find that if you're interested. At the same time, I'm going to be myself on those interviews. Also, if you want a shirt, you can order one.
Oh, hey, Carlos. We
We got shirts for you.
We've got shirts and
We got
shirts
them
and shirts.
shirts.
And we got a face mask, because if you're not wearing a face mask, you're a fucko and you need to rectify the situation. So, wear one with style, like ours.
With style. Now, Break Room, we're going to continue to just bug the fuck out. We're gonna bring you a topic every week. Whatever topic is maybe. Oh, you need both.
We can
All
make
right.
that happen.
Let me
Hit us
let me
up
let you
after
know
the show.
I like this, Carlo.
Talking Junk is on order right now. Break Room is on pre-order. This one will be to you. This one will take a little longer to get to you than this one. But I got you. Just let me know the size. Inbox me the shipping. Hit me up at talkingjunkfans@gmail.com. Throw all that in there. We'll get all your orders in. But where were we? Oh, Break Room. Where am I here? Where am I?
That's right.
Right here. Wait, right here. Right.
Yeah, right there.
Right. Bam, right there.
Stop. Yes.
Just gonna start throwing up all my hands.
Da.
I need another one somewhere. All right. So the Break Room is going to continue to just bug out. We're gonna pick topics, whatever topics we may like, whatever topics are relevant in the world today, and we're gonna have a big discussion. A multitude of people. Yes, I like that word. I said multitude more than once.
Do you take topic suggestions from your fans?
I do take topic suggestions from my fans, and nothing is too mundane. Nothing is too out of the ordinary. Nothing is too sexual. Nothing is crazy. All right. Let me know what you want to hear, who you want on the show, and we'll bring it. We'll let it happen. If I can get the interview on Talking Junk, you can best believe that the next maybe week after that, they're gonna be on the Break Room, and we're gonna all bug out together. My network is Sue Network. We gonna have it. We gonna turn all of this into a network. Because my man down there in the black screen, where is he? Right, bam.
Oh! You're talking about me. Da. Yes. What about me?
We have a movie podcast coming out soon, don't we?
That is true. We do. We've had a few little hiccups in timing, but you and I love movies and talking about them. So why not share that with the people, right? You need to know what we think. Roger and Ebert they're gone, so you need somebody new. So you got Wolf and Jesus.
Here's your cross, bitch.
Exactly. See, it's not blessed when it's Jesus with a little J, okay?
Oh, I could bless it for you.
Oh, boy, okay, look, I'm not going to say anything. We don't touch that here, okay? But, he's right, okay? Not co-signing, but behind the closed doors, he's right.
We only touch that in the break room, not on Talking Junk.
Exactly. So, speaking of which...
Well, right now, the Break Room and Talking Junk are together for one night. So, anything goes tonight, too.
One night only. Now, I do have to ask, if you are not an intelligent, highly evolved ape like myself, and you know the difference between the Talking Junk up there and the Break Room, I can't even find my own fucking finger. Can you explain for everybody watching and perhaps new fans what the difference between Talking Junk and the Break Room is, and how they might be able to tell going forward in terms of content, so that way they don't necessarily watch things that they may not want to, because being part of the Break Room first, we can get a little raunchy, a little explicit in our commentary.
Well, it's kind of funny because, like I said, I've been doing Talking Junk for over 6 months now, and nobody really got it because I didn't do it live. The Break Room I started doing live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, so it kind of caught on a little more steam online, at least, more than Talking Junk did. But Talking Junk is actually in a few different countries being heard, a few different states being heard. So it's been out there for a while. Nobody just gets it. China, could you pull up that page real quick? We are on almost every podcast streaming service. Excuse me. So you can see we're on Anchor, Beaker, Castbox, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify. So we're on a few different things. I'm trying to get on iHeartRadio now. iHeartRadio, holla at me. I'm trying to get on Pandora. Yeah, this is where you can find us. You can find us here on Facebook, right here, The Real Talking Junk, and on Instagram. This is where I do most of the funny talking junk stuff happens right there on Instagram. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean? So the difference now is gonna be real hard. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. Fridays at around 9:30, 10 o'clock. If I can get a certain guest on, I'll have a special episode at 11. But
We're getting there.
basically Friday, good. It'll happen. But Fridays, I'm gonna have interviews.
Okay.
For about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on how the interviewee is, depending on how the interview is going. Because I don't like to, and that's another thing. If you go back and you listen to the archives, I get a little shaky at some points, and I try to edit it out, but I'm not too good at editing. Editing is expensive, and I got bills to pay, and right now the podcast game ain't paying. So I do what I can, and live seems to work better. I flow better on live. I have the camera in my goddamn face, so I have no other choice but to flow better. I can see myself being looked at. So if you want to see me interview people, it's Friday.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead, China. I've been talking like a fucking spurting falcon.
no, it's okay. So talking junk is pretty much one-on-one interviews with yourself and a guest. The break room is a free-for-all. Okay.
Pretty much.
I like it.
Okay. So when it comes to the interviews that you'll be doing on Talking Junk, or just in general, if you happen to have guests on this show, because we've had guests on the break room so far. We had David Fernandez Jr. of Selena Fame and many other action films. He was in Black Jesus. He was in End of Watch. You were able to get him on here, which honestly was a bit surreal for me, because I just hopped on like a month before, and we had only done maybe 2 or 3 episodes, and here we are. This is an actor on a Netflix show that definitely has lots of viewers. So when it comes to your interviews, what kind of differences can you expect from special guests versus Talking Junk and the break room? Will you be talking about the most popular questions on your Talking Junk interviews, or will you be trying to ask them the things that they don't usually get asked, so that way they try and it doesn't seem so similar? Whereas and then on the break room, it's just kind of like a guest hanging out as opposed to a person of focus.
Well, on Talking Junk, I want to just focus on the person I'm interviewing. So now that I'm going to start going live with both shows, I can start taking questions also from the audience, from who I'm interviewing, and they can answer like that, be more interactive. However, it's just solely, speaking. The interview is going to be just me, and a lot of the time, Talon, you'll jump in on an interview now that the break room is blowing up. We're gonna jump on these podcasts together now, but we'll interview the person on Friday, and it's solely the interview to their story, how they got to what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing, how what they're doing can benefit us, and if they fit the criteria to be on the break room. Did I get it right? I got it right. On the break room, then they'll come in on the break room, and it'll be more interactive.
Okay.
Like you've seen, we had Christy Suar Duarte on the Break Room, which you can go on YouTube right now or Twitch right now in the archives. Hell, you can even do it on Facebook, and try to request us to be on Facebook Watch. By the way, you can go and watch the archives. She was on here. She was taking spiritual readings. Now I feel like a lot of people feel like I false advertised. Now, if you can go back, you can see I said spiritual readings. I didn't say she was gonna talk to the other side. I didn't say she was gonna channel anybody for you to speak to. She came out, she gave you spiritual readings. She told you basically more than a spiritual reading could give you. And you know, who knows? I had Kay Talking Junk. She's a medium. Who knows? Maybe I'll have her on the Break Room, and then you guys can have the proper reading that you guys wanted.
Mhm.
But that's the difference between Talking Junk and the Break Room. It's going to be interviews to get their information out there and to tell you how you can benefit from said information. And as opposed to the Break Room, where they'll bring their skills on the show and demonstrate them for you if they have a set of skills that can be shown.
So Talking Junk again, like it's you sitting down with the person, getting their information, introducing them to us and to the fans. And then the Break Room is pretty much them hanging out in the Break Room with a whole bunch of coworkers shooting the
shit. Yeah, basically we're sitting down, we're talking, we're who matter of fact, we had the mailman.
He's awesome.
The
dancing mailman.
Man, Kevin Robbins. He was on last week. We were talking about Brody Lee. Rest in peace. John Hubert. So it's not, you don't necessarily have to have a set of skills to be on the Break Room. You just have to love the topic that we're discussing and you could join in. You know what I mean? Like you guys, the viewer too. Who knows? Maybe in the future, one of you guys could pop in on the Break Room. I'll put the link up there. You guys could come in and you could bug out on the topic.
I still, essentially, if I'm to like put it in a nutshell, the Talking Junk is as if like that's the podcast that's on stage, and then the Break Room, if we have a returning guest, is like an encore that's a little more intimate with them. And then if there is no guest, then it's like backstage.
Correct.
Okay.
It's more of a backstage pass.
Okay. I like these.
So anybody out there in Facebook land, YouTube land, and Twitch land got any questions for us?
What is something that you guys would like to see us talk about? Who is somebody you'd like to see us interview? Or perhaps different subjects, or sometimes we talk about things like doing challenges, but I think that's kind of hokey myself. But at the same time, if it's a good challenge, it's something that we can all do at a distance. That might be fun for us and fun for you. We want to make this entertaining, but at the same time, you know, we're doing us.
Keeping
but
it
we
real
want you
too.
to hang out with us while we do us. So what would you like to see? Would you like to see more bullshit? Would you like to see more serious things, some factoids, some interesting, I don't know, music covers, movie covers? We're doing the movie reviews. Would you like wrestling or perhaps music, video games? What would you like to see from us? Let us know. We're here to give you what you want, provided we want it to. We're not fucking horse, but, you know, we're going to do what we want to do and make you laugh.
It made me grow my beard.
How about you shave it?
Honestly, I did shave it a little bit.
Shave it.
Honestly, initially, what made me grow my beard was my son.
No. He says bread. If you're talking about bread and you're talking about sourdough, you need a mother, and then you use that as the catalyst to build your bread. And that's really what's important. You kind of get to let it grow. You take some out, add some flour, let it grow, take some flour, add some out, and it gets really sour. and then you add that into your mix, and that's how you make the great bread. It's a process.
more-
It's also a hobby.
I'm more than sure he said beard, even though he spelled bread. It's all good.
No, look, I live in California, and I know it's hip, and being a sourdough baker on the side is a very hot thing. So depending on where he is, that is what he's asking. See, he knows he knows. Now he knows how to start his sourdough business. Next question.
Well, we go way back, so I understand what he's saying. Me and Carlos go back to GED days. Me, him, and Michael Rojas. Shout out to Michael. We ran that shit.
Now I look like a fucking idiot.
You answered the question that was on the screen, so you're good.
Thank you, China.
Initially, it was when my son passed. I didn't want to. I just wanted to grow my beard. And even at one point, I shaved my head. I thought I was the Puerto Rican Rick Ross.
Like this?
Yeah.
Were you
yeah,
the Eggman as well?
I was.
Maybe I should try shaving my
beard
head
was
and growing a beard.
The
wanna
shaving
be
your
out.
head, very easy. Growing a beard, maybe not so much.
Actually, it is pretty easy.
I mean, once you get it going, yeah. But I mean, like, there's men that also are just like, oh, bro.
Yeah, we know a couple of them. Shout out to Mike. Carlos too. Carlos, you can't grow a fucking beard either, guy.
That's why he asked the question. So do you use oils? Do you use a special comb? Do you have a bird come and sit on your face and eat like micro shit? Or what do you do?
Do you put some sourdough stuff on it?
No, that's disgusting.
No,
It's obviously for bread.
It takes a whole bunch of I don't give a fuck to grow a beard.
This is true. It's kind of mostly just like get your testosterone up, and you'll notice your beard and your chest hair becoming much more foresty, and then it's really just a matter of conditioner, so that's soft. Unless you don't give a shit and you want to be a brustly bitch, but a man is not a brustly bitch. We're not fucking Vikings. I mean, yes.
So anything else y'all want to know? Come on, guys. Y'all supposed to be the host tonight.
Let's see, China. I've been talking like crazy. What's something you'd like to know? What's
He really answered all the questions. He answered the difference. He answered why he went live.
So what about
Actually, I didn't say why I went live with Talking Junk. Oh yeah, I did.
You did. You did.
Yeah, you did. Now, what about future expansion? You talked about wanting to build a network beyond Talking Junk and the break room? What is this? What is
Who
this?
is this?
Is
Do we
this
have a new guest?
propaganda? Is that propaganda? What is this?
Is that a new
Wow.
guest?
Or what
I
happened?
thought I heard
Okay. China, don't
I thought I
trust this man. He has somebody in cahoots. He's
I've
trying
seen
to
a
do
new guest
something.
there.
I don't know what
Are
you're
you
talking
trying
about. I
to
thought I
try
heard
cool?
something, but I didn't see anybody.
She was trying to steal my curly hair routine. Not cool. I'm the curly hair girl. No, wait. I'm the only girl on here. Oh, no, wait. It's a Talking Junk mix, so she could be here. I like
I
it.
mean,
Well,
it's-
let's not forget in the beginning, and she still does chime in sometimes. Jasmine was the first woman on here.
No. I said now. I didn't say period. And not on the. I'm the only girl on the break room. She's the Talking Junk queen.
Or I could go buy a
Touche,
wig this
touche.
weekend. I could, you know.
Or you could grow one of these.
I
And that would
don't,
take a while.
ignoring the
Before
fact that I
anybody
started to
asks.
slide into an Irish accent a moment there, I don't think my hair is really ever going to grow that long. If it does, it's going to have a weird kind of dip, and that's why I'm bald as shit now. So it does no. But the beard I've been shaving just so that way it comes in thicker. It's no face now, baby face, and I want to see my jawline. But I've never seen it before. I'm not vain. I've been fat. and I've been losing the weight, and now I'm like, I have a face. Look at this. It's quite nice. So I'm looking at it, shaving my beard so I can get thick like yours. I want to be Jesus 3 because you're Jesus 2. So I want to be Jesus 3 with my beard.
Well, Jesus had a full head of hair.
Long
Yes, he did. But
without the tip.
that's why I'm Jesus 3. I'm losing components, obviously.
Yeah, you got well.
I think
Who
it's
knows,
big.
man?
So again, going back to what I was talking about originally before I destroyed my own question, you want to make a network. So beyond this
There she is
fucking
again.
thing, what is this shit? This is what distracted me the last time. What is this little distraction?
Curly head white girl.
Yeah, what
Like
is this
paper
white
white.
girl?
She's
We
paper
are
white.
all minorities here. I might look white. I'm not white. I'm mixed.
No,
Okay,
she's paper white. She's different. Paper white.
paper white. That sounds terrible. That's fucking.
She's a paper white curly haired girl.
That's the kind of
like
white that,
that
like, if you put a paper white room and you put somebody in it, 5 minutes later they kill themselves out of insanity. You don't do that. That's too white. Way too white.
What were you saying, bro? What was the question?
The question was, you're building a network. So beyond talking junk and the break room and the things you're doing there, what other ideas do you have for either future podcasts or additional segments or things like that to expand your network? You mentioned the
now-
movie reviews. Is that something you want to tag along with Talking Junk or the break room, or do you want to make this an interspersed additional content to your channel?
Well, originally Talking Junk in the beginning, when it had the format for Break Room, it didn't work because I was trying to do too much. If you try to do too much, it kind of implodes. So we've tried on multiple occasions. Honestly, if you listen to which time is moving? This one. Talking Junk, right? Where am I? Gonna come back here. Bam! Bam! Talking Junk, right? If you go to the archives on Talking Junk, you kind of hear that at one point I tried the news. I tried to do little segments in it with the interviews. It didn't work. It didn't work. So on the break room, we tried the same thing. We tried little segments, and it doesn't work. There's not enough time. So the segments have to be broken down into something else. Podcasts. More podcasts. 2 untitled podcasts at the moment because we have to try to work it in. But 2 more podcasts. We got the movie podcast. And we might have a wrestling podcast.
Oh, okay. There's a lot
So-
going on in that world with the Undertaker retiring, and then with the death of John Huber.
John
R.I.P.
Huber.
That,
Okay,
you
Mr.
know,
I don't watch wrestling. There's more in wrestling right now than meets the eye.
I know,
My man
but I'm
Kenny
saying as someone
Omega
who
is
doesn't
trying to
watch
win every
wrestling,
single belt in every single promotion except WWE, because WWE is the only promotion that doesn't want to play with others.
see, that's what I mean. Like, it sounds interesting. I don't know shit, but like, those are stories big enough to where if you don't know shit, but you kind of heard something, you probably know, and you're like, oh shit, I don't know shit, but I know that means something. So that's definitely an interesting idea. Do you have any intentions to go bigger on other platforms like YouTube, or like maybe even making a different type of thing, like branching out from podcasts and making just like maybe videos where you're talking about the subject or doing a top thing, or even, you know, something like that? Are you interested in different content, or are you just really focused on being in the podcast famous?
Well, I have a question.
Well,
wait. I'm sorry, real quick. But based on what he said, going on YouTube, don't you kind of do that now?
I do. We're
Like,
streaming
so-
live on YouTube right now.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So you're on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube.
Okay. I just
Well,
wanted
I
to
mean,
make
in
sure.
the sense of making that the main focus of your output, as opposed to Facebook, because not necessarily everybody has a Facebook, but anybody can go on YouTube. So generally speaking, it's a larger audience. So are you going to kind of like make a shift at any point to where you're going to focus on maybe more YouTube, and then also have Facebook is like a core standard, like that's your base, and then you just kind of start from Facebook, YouTube, because it allows you to reach a bigger audience and not have to worry about the same kind of restrictions as Facebook. Not that YouTube doesn't have them, but with what you have, you wouldn't have to worry about editing. We don't use music or anything uh, copyrightable in that regard, and that's the biggest issue. So, are you interested in like changing the platform? And then, if you did, because YouTube has different types of content besides podcasts, would you want to do like different kind of videos, or like maybe even like with the wrestling, do a new segment type show that's not podcast like, it's more like a show that maybe you do live, but like it's more like an actual show. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what. If somebody wants to give me the opportunity to make a show, I'll jump on it in a heartbeat. You feel like I look good enough to be on a show, or my
And not
voice
just
is
radio.
deep enough to be on, your show, or my voice can be on your cartoon. Whatever you want me to do, I will do. Money talks. And it's also in the viewers too. It's also in the viewers too. Wherever I get the most viewers is where I'll call home. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. Well, that's very cool. Now, do you have any interest in like maybe revisiting old things that you did and like re-releasing them once you get more viewers, and just kind of like maybe not like just kind of in a sense of letting people know you've done content, because as you said, you've been here for about 6 months and we're still relatively speaking low, but the numbers we have, if we think about back when we were kids and local television stations, the shows and the viewers that those shows were getting were likely in the double digits, but we've reached much above that, the 3 and 4 digits sometimes in terms of exposure. So in that regard, do you think that you might repost or recast or reshow anything from the past so that people can watch them or anything like that?
Do you mean like a
Or
watch party maybe or something, Colin? Like a re-release of the
We're
yeah,
live on
something like
Instagram.
Hello
something like that, doing maybe like a live of your old shows to where you can have people that want to watch or don't know can see what you have going on, and you can interact with them directly about your show while this show is playing again. I know that you're a busy man, you work, you have a family, and then also the 2 podcasts here,
Come join us
with
on
the
Facebook,
additional two
YouTube,
more.
Twitch.
But um, do you have any interest in doing such a thing at some point, perhaps down the line, if not this year?
Uh, as you said, I am pretty busy. But yeah, I mean, if the fans call for it, if the junkers call for it, I'm down. You guys want to listen to some of my old interviews and we'll see how horrible I was, or you want to listen to the first couple of episodes and see what format I was going for together on a break room? Why not?
Maybe we should do that on a break room episode. Like take a few clips from different episodes and throw it in there.
We
For
could
a
do
watch
the
party.
break room reacts to talking junk at the beginning.
I like it.
So that way we're kind of recycling content but making new content, be like, holy shit, Jason, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you retarded? And then we'll just, go from there and laugh about it, because obviously not, but we all look that way when we're starting. You can't help it. You have to. You have to shake off the noobness and then be like, okay, I'm an amateur now. I'm not a noob. I'm an amateur, and I'm going to be a professional. And then I'll be elite, because fuck people that just want to be professionals. You have to be elite. Fuck you if you're just a professional. Work for something, you fuck. Sorry, that was a personal thing.
I agree. Work for it. That's what we're doing. We're working for it. Which is why you could come join us tomorrow night live in the break room. We will be discussing
What
the
will we be
history of
fucking
curse
talking about?
words.
Oh
Exactly.
shit! The
Curse words.
fucking ass damn shit can't fuck assholes of fucking curse words,
Oh yeah,
You missed a few,
yeah.
but sounds about right.
right? I
If you
did.
want to
I
be,
felt empty.
if you guys want to join us tomorrow, come and join
Bitch.
us. And if you want to be educated before you join us, so you could join in the conversation, watch the Netflix series. Netflix is not sponsoring this episode. Netflix, here's a freebie for
Because
you.
they're slacking. They don't know what they're missing out on. They're like
They
Blockbuster when
don't,
they passed up buying Netflix in the past.
they
But that's
don't know
another
how they're
point.
missing the elite podcast. Missing
That's
out.
right. Elite from the
They
beginning.
don't.
That's called fucking talent.
Oh, we have another friend.
Okay,
like
so
it.
if I see that little ailing again, I'm
Is
going
that
to.
Mickey the Mikey? No, this is a new one.
Oh, it did what?
Yes, that was.
Mickey the
That
Mikey.
was. That was
Invaded by aliens.
Mikey the
right?
Mike.
So they show themselves now. They're here, and apparently you're fine with them. So I guess I'm cool with them as well. The first words, talking junk. I like that. You convert them to followers already.
Oh yeah.
Dancing across his lap.
But like I said, oh, you know what? You guys, let me let you guys know. You did a great job in the interview tonight. You should give you guys a round of applause. Cause that's gonna happen. You guys are gonna take over one day and y'all gonna do the interviewing.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, you saw how I held that voice down for 40 minutes. Like, you think that I'm just gonna not be able to hold the shit down?
Like, come on, man. Just get me a Scooby snack and I'm there.
Okay, Reggie.
Gorge.
Like I said, though, you guys. Well, now, Goof. Let's get him.
Now that you responded to Mickey the Rat,
It's not my fault.
now I'm trying to save you. It's a big company, bro. It's a big company.
We need to call him Ricky the
The
Mac.
make you disappear in Disneyland kind of company.
It's the microphone. It's the microphone on the logo. Damn it.
Let's
Anyway,
call you Ricky the Mac instead of Mickey the Rat.
we
Ricky the
digress.
Mat?
Ricky the Mac. We can't call Mickey
Come
a
to-
rat.
But
He's a-
so he's talking.
He could be talking anything. You don't see the things dancing across the desk.
Whatever. But let me let y'all know, y'all did do a good job. And let's let that translate tomorrow. Let's fucking go to the history of Swirlverse. Join us tomorrow here again on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We'll be here tomorrow around, let's say around 8:30, 9 o'clock. We'll see you guys then. Again, hit up all our archives. The archives are up everywhere you can listen to podcasts. The archives for the break room will be up in a couple of weeks. It's pretty hard to get all that content down. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. You can catch me next Friday. I'm not sure yet who I'm interviewing. I'll let you know by Monday.
I know.
Oh, you know? So let's go. Who am I interviewing?
We'll let
No.
them know tomorrow.
We'll let them know tomorrow.
We have a returning
I
guest.
don't even know who I'm interviewing.
It's
Well,
a
no,
returning guest.
that's the break room. I'm
Oh
talking about
yes, I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, see,
Even you can't
confusing
distinguish.
me. Confusing
Friday
me.
night. Next Friday night, Talking Junk will be back live, and I will be interviewing another professional for you guys. And the break room will be back tomorrow night. We're talking about the history of curse words. And what she's talking about, I'm not going to let you guys wait till tomorrow because I'm going to promote it more tomorrow. But we have Mr. Sank Arshain Das coming to the break room. Look him up. Very popular man in India.
Listen to Talking Junks episode, the interview,
Yes, you can.
wherever you listen to podcasts.
Everywhere.
Wherever.
Everywhere.
Don't give an excuse. We covered your excuse. We know you're bullshitting. So just give it a listen. Give it a follow. Give it a like. Be there.
That's
Or
needs to
be like this box that I'm in.
to the
Fucking
podcast.
square.
Listen to the damn podcast. You go to the podcast and you listen to the podcast. Okay? The podcast. You put the podcast on your phone and you listen to the podcast in your car. You listen to it while you make love to your lover. You go and you listen to the podcast. You listen whenever you can. Every single moment of every single day. I have content on there that can fill your whole day. And you listen to every bit of it. You listen and you love it. You're gonna love it.
Yes, or chingar tu madre.
That being said, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow night in the break room.
Hi, guys.
I'm kidding. I love your mothers. They're all wonderful followers. They're great women. But y'all need to step it up. Follow. Tell your friends. All right.
Oh, fuck that. We make no statements because chances are, if you're here, she's been fucked.